Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we'll see a team that can get it done on the ground. The Broncos are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against the Raiders defense that needs to be ready for it.
Okay, Larry, we are located a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building here in downtown Denver. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. This fielded at the 2. Defense showing blitz. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Pope. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
And that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them, because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. And tough starting field position here. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And it's intercepted in the end zone. Able to get there and pick it. Well, it's not every day you see a defense pick the ball off and already have 6 points without moving.
And on that play, no distance to run. Similar play, although it didn't happen right in the end zone, but you remember that Washington-Los Angeles Super Bowl where Joe Theismann tried to throw the screen pass?
Number?
I can't remember the number, but he tried to throw the screen pass, and Jack Squire got it with no one around and just waltzed in and pretty much broke their backs. That's a similar play, although this one didn't have to run at all.
Here we go. Stats guy Johnny on the spot. Super Bowl 18, 38-9. It was in Tampa. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. Try and start this drive in the air. Complete out right to Jake Butt. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on third down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
On second down, it's Bell. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
So that wind at his back that time may have just given it the juice that it needed for 3.
And I tell you, everything had to be perfect here. Good snap, good hold. He's got to drive it low and hope. Like you say, they gets a little help from the wind. And wow, it does just sneak over the bar.
It's a room to maneuver. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And the D looking like they may blitz. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So 2nd and 10 here. Now a handoff looking right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brady, remember when the free safety was always back, away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
They'll drop to throw. Jordan Reed has it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the offense in a great spot. It's 1st and goal from the 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They come out here in the eye. 2nd and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And this is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Back to throw here. He finds an open man, Simpson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now back to throw. Launching one for Henderson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They'll set up a throw. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. To throw now on first down. He's going to wind up in air, and that's caught inside the 35. And a loose football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is Simpson with a catch. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They're going to look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Looking to throw. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a second down.
Back there in that Philly. Here we go. Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Detroit! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
Not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though this offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points.
So out come the Raiders. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go. No. Check.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he coughed it up. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Now they try the right side here. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Now, check, Patriots. Here we go now. Gun.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board. But the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse. And
he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Maybe an anxious moment or two when the ball was on its way, but he does find a way to curl it in.
Oh, yeah. That one definitely hugged the left upright, but he got it to go.
This one fielded at the 5. Dances by him. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jake Butt, the tight end, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Finds Jake Butt over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up.
They'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. So there you go, partner. How about that?
Oh, that was pretty cool.
That will tie the all-time record set by Matt Prater of the Broncos back in 2013.
And you know, when Prater hit from 64, that was like breaking DiMaggio's streak or breaking the 4-minute mile of Bannister. Tom Dempsey, 63, that was a legendary number. So to top that here, even if it just ties the record, pretty darn awesome.
Detroit! Now let's go! Green, 30.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. So there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Here we go.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. Flexing his muscle at the 30. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by, but that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed them out quite a bit so far, but it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. First throw now for the backup Carr. And he's going to go down again. Anthony Walker in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a third and long. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback,
the ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Let's go. Green, 39. Back.
first down. He'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get two hands on the football and pick it off.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Caught on the right side by Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
On second down, here's Carr. And Reed with it over the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Carr going option right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Around the NFL, third quarter from Foxborough. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go. Over. Detroit.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Over.
Back to throw here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go now. 319. 319. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
Now let's go. 319. No. Check. Patriot. Back. What's in there, Barney?
Looking to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
he wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Play clock winding down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Around the NFL, third quarter from Foxborough. Chargers continue to pull away. They have opened that lead up even further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Oliver. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They run it here with Oliver. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Looking deep for Julio. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Oakland. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And Denver getting set to take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
All right, here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. The slot man in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Tried to get that one to Jake Butt, and it's 2nd down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Hurry up, here we go. No, check. Patriot, Detroit.
Slot man moves right. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 9.
Check. Patriot. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant through an opening, and there he goes. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They have the football. They're looking good, but the lead is just 2. So any mistake in a field goal can beat you. They got to be careful.
And that's where it gets difficult because you don't want that to leak into your thinking. You want to play like, hey, we've got the advantage. We can close this out. Don't play from fear, and they can win this game.
See if they can play fear-free and hang on. Now a handoff looking right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Carr going to look to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. He may try and run for this. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Right there at the 43. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. They run. It's Oliver. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And to the 3. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, you know, in this situation, they're making the adjustment to be more aggressive. You got to wrap that football up.
Yeah, it always amazes me that people don't understand that well, because you're going to come in as a defense. The first guy makes the tackle, you try and stand up the ball carrier, and here come the rest of the guys trying to knock the ball out.
All right, now look at that 3. All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
Back to throw. Complete out right to Jake Butt. The 20. 10. That one goes for 36 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. Kick is right there. It's good. And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the fourth quarter down in Arizona. And give that one to the Cardinals. They wind up winners. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Denver, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.